Just clocking in another night at the office. It's your boy Jay Watt. How y'all doing today? We got Dalton, we got Curtis.
Yes, sir.
What y'all got
Oh,
going?
it's a good night. Good night.
Oh yeah.
Weather feeling nice. About time for spring.
I ain't gonna lie
Here,
though,
baby.
the clouds here in Stillwater are orange. It's like either hella dust or it's like a big ass fire.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, the weather is nice. Over the last couple weeks, we got draft, we got all stars, we got
Hey.
and
Dude.
we got angry
Wait.
dogs.
Hey, typical shit here.
I don't know. My dog is staying nice and quiet. I don't know what y'all on. Nah, I'm playing. All right, cuz we gonna get to your stuff first. Which you said you got the salary cap.
Oh yeah, with the NFL salary cap increasing 13% this year.
Was that 30 mil or was it 50? I forgot the number.
About 30.6 mil.
Okay.
It's the largest in free agency history. Oh man, and let me tell you what, gentlemen. Some teams, the Commanders this next year have $80 million in available cap space.
Let's go, baby.
This
The
also
Titans-
helps the Chiefs too, because they just restructured Patrick Mahomes' contract. This was like I heard this news and I said Mike Evans to the Chiefs. Like that's literally what they signed up for. The cap space opens up so many venues.
There's still here's the biggest issue though. There's a couple teams that even with the increase are still a decent amount over. So right now the Bills are going to be 43 million over the cap. So we're going to see some big changes for the Bills this upcoming year. The Saints as well are over 40 million.
What contract do the Bills have?
That's a good question. Let me look.
Because I'm like, Vaughn isn't. Nah, Vaughn does have a pretty large. Josh, Stephon, Gabe Davis is leaving. Yeah, I'm like, but they really ain't. They're off. Well, they ain't got a lot of money tied up. Ain't no way. Oh, the defense. I forget half their defense is hurt, huh? Yeah, so I did forget about that actually. You said what, Dalton?
They might have some old expired contracts and stuff from people they've traded off, like dead cap money that they're taking on from trades from 2 or 3 years ago or something. I'm not really sure, but it could be something like that as well. I kind of have to look into that.
Who else is affected? You said Bills and who else?
The biggest ones affected currently are going to be the Bills at 44 million over, Saints at 40 million over. The Dolphins are still $29 million over. So
Dolphins already put some cuts out too.
You said what?
Dolphins already just did some cuts out, like Xavier Howard and some defensive linemen.
So it'll be interesting to see how the Dolphins are going to perform this next year, because I felt like the Dolphins this year were almost a fluke, and now they're over cap space, so their team's going to get worse this next year, one would guess. The Chargers are still about 25 million over.
Yep.
Here's the unfortunate thing. 49ers are 5 million over, and here's what really hurts. My Browns are $8 million over, so with this. So unfortunately, all those teams are going to have to do some cuts, some adjustments in contracts in order to, even with the cap size increase, they're still over. So it's almost as though, like, the 49ers are so close, it's almost like they thought that this was end of discussion. Because the 49ers we're within about $5 million of the increased cap total size, and they were that for the last couple weeks. So I have a feeling that this has actually been discussed for longer than what made it appear.
I feel like some of these bigger cities, though, you just don't have to work. Like San Francisco, under the table money. They over the cap space, but they got money. People like the Saints, though, who always over and find a way to still manage throughout the season, because the Saints have always been over the cap.
Yeah,
that's just automatic.
Which is crazy. How? If we're going to be honest.
Well, I
Who's
know.
one of the biggest signings that the Saints have done the past few years?
I think most of this came from like the move, like the coaching. No, not Peyton, but like the. Well, I gotta look that up. I just read about that. Like the Sean Payton's contract affected it a little bit, and then some other shit.
Yeah.
Here's another surprising. I forgot to bring this one up as well. The Lions. They're about 60 million underneath the cap size, which means the Lions were already
I
a.
believe that. I believe that.
I mean, they were AFC. Yeah, they fought for the AFC Championship game, didn't they?
NFC, but
NFC,
they
I'm
were.
sorry, but yeah.
But it's because of their draft picks. Like you got to think about, they have a lot of younger players on the team.
Yeah.
The Lions are going to be something exciting for these next few years, which is great for Detroit. I mean, for as long as Detroit has sucked, I mean, it's on the come up for Detroit Lions. These next 5 years, probably they're going to be playoff every single year. If I was going to guess.
What's the Packers at?
Right now, the Packers are at. Packers are about at cap. They have $2 million available, but that's not much play room by any means.
That's not bad. Okay.
What's really interesting though is that with the Bears having $78 million, and as of right now, they're going to get rid of Justin Fields and replace him with probably.
No, GM just came out today and said we're still surveying options. We're transparent with Justin throughout the process, and we'll let him know as soon as if he gets traded, we'll let him know as soon as. Because right now, they're literally half the building in the Bears like front office is saying they want to keep Fields, and the other half is like trade him. So they're literally just at odds.
I think he's going to end up getting traded. Do you think there's any way that he stays?
It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want to pay that haul for the trade.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
That's literally it. That's all. That's the only.
Because they're saying they had Atlanta's projected draft is McCarthy out of Michigan. That's just I don't see how McCarthy could be any better than Justin Fields. I feel like Justin Fields has a lot higher upside of the two. And
I think it's because like McCarthy's older, the process. You know, some teams just want a slightly older quarterback to run with. I get it, but I wouldn't take McCarthy or Penix in the first round just because of their age.
Mm-hmm. A fun fact that Curtis brought up with his Browns. Deshaun Watson has a $64 million cap hit this year. That's 25% of the Browns' total salary cap this year. He may not even be the best quarterback on the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad.
I mean, you don't think while he's healthy, he's top 10?
He's a good quarterback. I mean, when he's on, he's on. I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy to think that that's how much of a cap hit he's.
Yeah.
I mean,
the fact that he's still the highest paid NFL player as of right now is.
Yeah.
He's probably right at 10, or maybe 11 or 12, if we're being honest. Like healthy Deshaun, the fact that he's not top 10 with that high of a contract, it's kind of hard to justify it. It might be a fleece by the Texans.
Do you think this is going to cause a complete reset in the quarterback market again? Do you think Mahomes is going to get a new deal? You know, Jalen Hurts just signed a deal. Do you think he's going to get a new one now that the cap's increased?
Nah, it's Dak is going to reset the market. Because Dak is due. He just got that. Remember that big one a couple years ago, and he's about to be up for another one, I think, this year?
Yeah.
So Dak is probably going to reset the market if he does well. You know, I don't know what they'll do with him, but I think he's the one that's going to do it. Because, like, they were talking about, like, he might get, like, 60 mil. I'm like, oh.
That's crazy.
Either Dak or Jordan Love is up for it. Well, do you max Jordan Love? I guess I don't know. It's kind of hard not to, considering what he did.
Hard to get paid.
Yeah, Jordan Love's gonna have to get paid.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's also gonna have to get paid, but I don't know. They won't max him out. There's no way.
There's no way they're gonna max Purdy. I mean, right now the 49ers are over cap space.
Mm-hmm.
And Purdy's not due till next year, so
maybe like Herbert.
Oh, Herbert.
Didn't Herbert already get paid?
I think so. I would think I saw on his rookie, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of the higher paids.
Like I was unprepared. Yeah, I guess he was.
Yeah, he got paid.
He just get paid. Make more money than Lamar is. It's crazy.
Really, and we can't forget about the wide receiver market that Jay Jettis is about to reset.
Mm-hmm.
They needed that cap space.
Yeah. Wait, T. Higgins is signing the franchise tag, right? I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, franchise tag.
Because Tyler Boyd is going to be the one that leaves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I want for the Eagles, wide receiver 3. If he even wants that role. He's probably more of a wide receiver 2, just ain't had the ball a lot. But depending on who gives him the money. What y'all think about Eric Bieniemy to UCLA? You know, we know his 2-year Chiefs run that was historic. We know Woody Brown. Then he goes to Washington and makes the offense statistically worse than it was the last year. Now he couldn't find a coordinator job. Granted, it happened after most of the jobs were already filled. But now that he's not in the NFL, went to UCLA. I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I'm glad that he got a job. I'm never gonna hate on a man for getting another job. I think a lot of the blame was tossed upon him. Don't get me wrong; he definitely could have. I feel like he was more of a reactive coordinator, meaning that he would always wait for the defensive to make some stops before he finally made some adjustments. He was never a proactive coordinator, if that makes sense. I never saw him really playing chess against any of these defenses. I mean, none of his play calling was special. But I mean, obviously he's not play calling most of the time. But I mean,
so is he a product of Mahomes or is he a product of Andy?
No,
I think he. Go ahead.
I think Andy has too much power at the Chiefs to where any other coach's opinion is not nullified. But Andy Reid is just so solidified at the Chiefs. It would be like arguing with Bill Belichick at the Patriots 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying that he's terrible by any means, but I mean it's Andy Reid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Andy Reid's probably he's top 10 for sure. I don't know if I'll go top 5 yet, but top 10 coach of all time for sure.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, not that Eric's he's not an offense. I'm not trying to say he's not an offensive genius, but like you were saying about Andy Reid having too much power, Andy Reid calls every play. So it's not like he had a lot of, huge responsibilities. It was more of just making sure players are in the right spot kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously personnel and stuff like that. But, if Andy Reid's calling the plays, I mean, that's a lot of the offensive coordinator, job, I guess. A lot of that, he didn't have to prove himself because he had someone doing that for him, and he also had Mahomes, Kelsey, he had Tyreek Hill. So maybe he isn't as talented as we thought, or maybe it is just a product of just not a very good team in Washington. I guess we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I agree. And then I guess we'll see UCLA. I mean, if he can't make it into college, then we got our answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he apply for a decent amount of the coaching jobs in the NFL this year, and no one hired him. I'm pretty sure
he got fired after most of the jobs got filled. Like there were only so many spots left.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got fired like 2 weeks after most of the jobs were just taken. Cause who's is it Quinn? Is it Dan Quinn? No, it's who the fuck is it?
Wait,
Commander's coach. Yeah, Dan Quinn. Yeah, because I think he was thinking that like Dan Quinn might have kept him, but obviously that ain't happened. Cliff Kingsbury took it, but
I think he just wanted to bring in new faces there. I guess that was just kind of the.
I thought
he's a defensive-minded coach, so it's not like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I thought he just brought Cliff in for the Caleb Williams thing. I thought they were just going all in, and you get Cliff, a quarterback merchant, Manziel, Murray, Williams, you know. Speaking of, did anyone catch the Johnny Manziel interview by chance with Shay Sharp?
I saw some clips.
Okay.
But he was the highest paid.
I ain't gonna lie, the interview was pretty interesting. You know, just hearing the story of how he fell off and go. We all knew Johnny football was the next big thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, in the college, yeah, he was the biggest talked about thing.
I mean, I still remember the A&M OU game where he came in and smacked us. So. And then, of course, we know the A&M Alabama game. That shit was legendary.
Mike Evans, too, man. Oh, that's crazy.
Mike Evans. Other news around the league. Cardinals have committed to Kyler Murray. I thought this was kind of expected. I mean,
yeah.
Kyler's still a good quarterback. It's just his work ethic that's probably in question.
Yeah, he's never had a really good team around him either.
Yep, that too. I'm thinking now that they have a little bit more money, got a good pick, they can get some offense in. I think Cardinals were saying they wanted to go for
Marvin Harrison Jr., I think.
Try to get another Larry Fitzgerald or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cardinals have always just been like in the picture, but not really. They've just been made it for so long. I kind of want them to see them do good, but it's in Kyler's hand now, I guess.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If they they have the cap space to make playoffs this year. I mean, they still have $50 million available. I feel like their offense is decently solid. If they could get a solid quarterback, if they could get a good edge, if they could get a good,
they have safety, they have cornerbacks.
Give them a good guard as well.
No, they just need a new offensive line completely.
Yeah, the line has been
horrible.
It's their whole line.
The wide receivers just haven't been good, honestly, since. I mean, they had D-Hop, but
I can't name any of their wide receivers actually. Not a single.
Hollywood Brown.
Who?
Hollywood Brown's there, right? Yeah, Marquise Brown.
He just left. I think he was on like a 1 or 2 year deal. I think that it just went up because I was trying to get because Hollywood was on my list too for the Eagles. I think.
I mean, honestly, I feel like at this point, the Chiefs have made it proven to where you don't even have to have that solid wide receivers.
Yeah, his contract's up. Hollywood is.
I feel like less emphasis is going to be coming on the wide receiver role, just like how it's been coming on the running back role the past few years. Just because, I mean, the Chiefs did not have I would not even say a single wide receiver one.
Rashee Rice, stop that. Stop that.
You're right.
It wasn't until probably about halfway through the season, but they still had one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can also count Kelsey as wide receiver one if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Oh, man.
So I'm going to show a quick video. We got an NFL superstar, man. We're going to show y'all the difference between a regular human and a superhuman. Looking at his hat, not even
yeah, holding one dude that was grabbing him. Yeah, the stiff arm on that other guy. While that other guy was trying to stick in his face.
That's ridiculous.
Hair's still up.
You said what?
I said hair's still up.
I was like, if I'm, cause I looked at that fight. This is how I would do. I'd put him on the ground, two piece, boom, boom. Like Cam Newton better than me, cause he ain't throwing no punches because they were kids. Like I respect it, and he also said afterwards he would go back to that camp because he's been doing that camp for years, and they still disrespected him like that. That's crazy.
Bro, it's fucking. I mean, Cam Newton's no small guy either. Dude, 6'6", 250 pounds. I mean, I don't know.
He's always been built Superman for real.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they was expecting to happen at that point.
And that was what, 5 or 6? Like that's.
Yeah, 5 or 6 motherfuckers my size. That's what I would never fight Cam Newton. I'm not stupid.
I seen a comment. They said it was a 4-2 bliss on the 3rd and 7th. I was like, damn.
He got a little throwback back to his prime Panther days right there.
I mean, his offensive line was always terrible. He used to. Yeah.
He was just running in the pocket right there.
I also got another incident I want to get y'all thoughts on. This one went viral. And like, I'm basically like, I'm gonna show y'all the video, and then I'll show if it happened to you, what would y'all reaction be? But this Oh My Lay singer, he's from England, but they're at a concert. Girl is in the front row with her man's. He calls the girl up. This is what happens.
What is that?
Mind you, like there's other videos, but like the dude is just sitting in the front row watching all this.
That's his girl?
Yo.
Oh wow.
Like whoa. So like my question is, if a singer like Usher or somebody call up the girl, she go up there doing that. What y'all got?
Wearing that hoe out, bro.
And you know he paid thousands for those tickets too. That was close. You think she paid for any of them tickets?
Hell no. Dug his own grave.
Damn.
I said that like obviously I'm leaving in an Uber, but like I'm also like Amazon shipping her shit back to her mama crib.
That's
like,
right.
She can catch a flight back. That's crazy. Like really though, like think like Usher. You at an Usher concert. Ooh, who did? Oh, and then boom, he grabbed Rakin.
You start squinting.
Yeah.
You said, "Hold on, wait a second."
Nah, that's out of line, honestly.
Who is it? What concert is that? Usher?
It was it's a singer from England. Apparently he does it to every concert. But this one blew up because like his the dude's reaction. They didn't show the reaction, but he was just like he was smiling at first and then he was like damn, bro.
Disrespect.
What y'all think about NBA All-Star? How do we fix it? That bitch hit 200 points, bro.
I feel like at this point they need to go to like 3v3 like blacktop type shit.
That's his. But do you know why they won't do that though? Because they've been blackballing Ice Cube the entire time. Mm-hmm. You do 3-on-3, you just giving homage to him, even though 3-on-3 is more of a basketball thing than an Ice Cube thing.
Yeah.
But at this point, they're just gonna do something like how the NFL is doing their Pro Bowl. I mean, just make it little games that make it somewhat interesting for viewers to watch.
That's the problem though, because I feel like the dunk contest is boring now. 3-point contest really isn't that good anymore. So it's like all the miscellaneous stuff. It's just not fun anymore. I think it's all because it's all just like advertising and promotions and shit like that. And it's never really, the players really don't care that much. There's not a lot of, in it for them other than just to make money.
And literally said it's just a break. I was like,
Yeah, I mean the players. Yeah, you could tell the players don't really care. I mean, I think it'd be interesting to make it like the NFL, only because in the NFL Pro Bowl the players gave a fuck and it made it interesting. I mean, the little obstacle course that a lineman was doing was fun as fuck. The little throwing competitions that the quarterbacks was doing was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they could definitely set it up in a way to where you could have a handles drill or whatever, something like that, to where keep the fans entertained, but also the players have them giving a fuck about it makes it for a much better performance.
I heard a suggestion that said that like if the all-star team that wins East or West, they would get home advantage for the finals. No
See,
matter
they
what.
used to do that in baseball. I don't know if they still do that for the All-Star game. They still do that for the All-Star game? I really don't know.
That's a good question, actually.
Because they used to do that in the All-Star game. That's why the baseball All-Star game was always competitive, because they gave home field advantage to whatever conference won.
That's big.
I don't know if it's still like that for baseball, though.
How is home court advantage? Is it?
Oh, they stopped doing that. They stopped doing that in 2016.
Oh,
that's bullshit. Yeah. See, if they did that, like you were saying, I think they could go back to just a regular conference, and I feel like that would definitely make things competitive, because you definitely know that, the competitive teams, like anyone from Boston or anyone from, the Clippers, whatever, they'd be playing like it means something at that point,
Mm-hmm.
I also think to get like the dunk competition better. I mean, a lot of the dunks have been done already, and for the NBA players, it's hard to do even more athletic dunks than that. Yeah. Especially without it's All-Star break, you're not stretching out, you know what I mean? So yeah. I think to get it better, and people have been saying don't do this, but I think you need to outsource more, like Matt McClung. You got these like kind of YouTube dunkers. Like it's a dunk contest, right? I get it's NBA, and you want the All-Stars in it, but you also want fun dunks. Like there are a lot of like YouTubers or whatever influencers, I think they call them, that like they go out there and go crazy. Like
who's that one dude with the blue hair that came out and killed it whenever Shaq was one of the judges? Like a Matt McClung kind of dude, where he's just a YouTube dunker. But I mean, dude came out and won the fucking dunk contest that year.
I know, yeah, Matt McClung did it. I don't remember the other one. But I know that in this competition, like Jacob Toppin, right? He had a nice little dunk. Never been seen before, by the way.
Yeah.
46, and they didn't move him on because Jaylen Brown was in there. And he did that weak-ass dunk over a dude who's the same height as the damn chair. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And I seen a video. I might pull it up. I seen a video of what Jacob Toppin's final dunk would have done, and that would have got him a 50 for sure.
Yeah. And it's just crazy because, like, I don't know, like back in the early 2000s, like Jason Richardson would do a 360 between the legs dunk off the side, and that would be a 10 out of 10. But now you got Zach LaVine can do a 360 between the legs from the free throw line, and so it's like not as cool anymore. So I don't know, it's
like look at that, like we ain't seen that before, and they took him out the first.
It's almost like that Aaron Gordon dunk.
Like that's cool, but they be hating, NBA be hating. And then the 3-point, I thought the Steph versus Sabrina was actually pretty solid, considering Sabrina would have literally tied with Dame and went to the finals. I honestly thought like they should have just been like, boom, Steph, Dame, Sabrina, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't sleep on Sabrina now. Sabrina bringing mouths to the fucking.
Oh no! Don't. Hey! I met her. Remember? I know how cold she is.
That's what I'm saying.
She's like that. Caitlin Clark is also like that. She'll probably be in the 3-point next year.
I was gonna say if you get her, it'd be cool.
You see how she broke the record from the half court or damn near half court? I was like, damn,
yeah.
She's stylish with it.
Yeah, like for a woman basketball player. Like she's still not the GOAT college player, and for women in my head, but she's like top 3, top 5. Like she's like that, and she goes to a school that you didn't hear of before. You heard of her. Like, Iowa was not ranked. Iowa wasn't shit.
She brought Iowa on the map.
Carrying them.
Yeah.
She better be getting some NIL money. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Another little topic. This man, Scottie Pippen.
Oh boy.
Y'all see that bullshit, man? He is on a 50-city tour to talk shit on The Last Dance. I've never.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. A 50-city tour with Luck Longley and Horace Grant. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I know Bulls are my team. Horace Grant wasn't even there for the second 3-title run. Wasn't even there. Luck Longley, his ass was a bench rider until like the second run. And Scottie Pippen ain't had nobody else to go with him. He would have been looking stupid. And all he's doing is talking shit on The Last Dance. It's literally just a hate tour. They just hating. Like he has too much time on his hands. Obviously,
now, isn't
you said what?
Michael Jordan's like son with his ex-wife?
They just broke up actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like that just ended like last month or something. That's probably why you're doing the tour.
Called the No Bull Tour.
Yeah, like it's bull. It's just bullshit.
Damn, he got to make money still, by any means, and
I just thought it was crazy. Like 4 or 5 cities, maybe 10. He's on a 50-city tour like he Drake, bro.
That's right. He bought the tour bus and everything. He just stopped on every state
to talk shit on the Bulls. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And I need to see the crowd, like how many people actually bought tickets to go see it, because that's crazy to me. Y'all got anything else lined up?
Some of the free agents, some of the big free agents is upcoming. I forgot that. I remember y'all brought up Gabe Davis. Calvin Ridley's going to be a free agent. Derrick Henry, I forgot. There's some big running backs.
You said Ridley?
Yeah. Calvin Ridley.
I forgot about Ridley.
Snead.
Yeah. He getting tagged. There's no way he doesn't get tagged.
He trying to come to Philly.
I seen it, but there's no way they don't tag him.
Yeah.
I mean, it also depends on who they're trying to get in the offseason and what that, because I don't know what the tag number is. I think it's like 16, 18 mil.
Yeah. Chase Young as well.
Fuck Chase Young.
And 49ers are over.
I'm not gonna lie, I would take Chase Young. I would.
Yeah.
Just because he's young. I know he has some discipline issues, but at the same time, we got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. We can make it work. Especially if we're gonna lose Reddick. Yeah, I would take Chase Young.
So I'm saying Eagles could be something this next year.
Maybe if we actually get the pieces. I ain't seen no damn moves.
We ain't signed Devontae yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't really make a move. I think it's till like mid-March, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, what do y'all say? Give me your top three pieces y'all need right now. You can either draft three different places. Where you draft? Or not even draft. Yeah, what positions?
For the Eagles?
Yep.
You said top 3 draft position that we need?
Draft or trade? Just whatever. Just 3 positions that you think Eagles need to upgrade right now.
Linebacker, interior lineman, and safety. I mean, actually, no, cornerback.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with the safety. I'm going to say cornerback as well.
Interior lineman, because Fletcher's getting old, and that was very evident last year.
Yeah. We need an interior lineman. We need an offensive line. Probably a right or left tackle, because we're going to have to get one soon. And then
we're really not that. If you put Jurgens at center, you got Mayata left tackle. We got Johnson, Dickerson, and then who's the other? It's Opeta. Opeta hasn't been bad.
I mean, you'll need a new guard.
Thing is, Johnson's going to be gone. I mean,
Johnson said he's coming back.
He might have 2 years left if that. That's my thing.
I'll still take 2 years of elite play than nothing. Yeah. And Kelsey's still in the win. That boy Kelsey just on a fun tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll have so much fun that he might want to come back to football.
I even saw him making some of the top projected free agency lists this next year. Like he'd actually ever leave the Eagles or anything.
No,
I think if he does end up staying, which I think is pretty unlikely, but if he does, there's no way he's leaving the Eagles. He'll take whatever.
There's no other team that besides the Chiefs that Jason would even consider.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even really
Maybe
consider
the Chiefs. Yeah.
Like he would honestly. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. He might as well just retire. Why would you go to a new situation, even if they are winning? You're just at the end of your career. That's just.
I mean, it's not even like the Eagles aren't winning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's on an already winning set right now. Eagles make a few adjustments. They would have made Super Bowl this year. So I don't doubt on them at all this next year to be top contenders for Super Bowl. Especially with them having $50 million available in cap, and their lineup solid. Most of them staying. They have the cap space now to fill in those pieces that they need.
I think the only other pieces we probably need 2 linebackers if Nolan Smith can't get developed. We probably need. Do we really keep Bayard, bro?
I know, man, dude.
I'm just like, he really, yeah. Maybe with the new system he might shine with Fangio, but I don't know. Blankenship, he plays hard, but gets a lot of misses. Yeah, you probably need 2 safeties and 1 cornerback, at least 1 more. Cause we got depth, we just kept getting injured. And then Bradbury, since they're keeping him, we need to figure out a way to somehow get his ass up out of there next year.
Yeah, Bradbury's unfortunately hit the cliff.
And he ain't just hit the cliff, and he damn near at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I bet not see no Bradbury vacation picture. That motherfucker better be in a cold tub. Let me back up. Did you say my Browns earlier? Are you claiming the NFL team, Curtis?
I mean, I've always had a little secret love for the Browns.
All right. At least I now have a reason to toast you even more during the season.
Look, you can't. Okay? They're trying to Deshaun Watson for a quarter of their cap size. Whoever did that should automatically just be gone. There's no reason that they should still have a job right now.
The only reason I'm going to toast you is because they don't do better than last year with a fully healthy roster. What does that say about them?
Joe Flacco's not going to be there, is he?
I said a fully healthy roster.
I know, but Joe Flacco's still not going to be there, though, is he?
And Joe Flacco wasn't the reason they were winning. That defense was.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco was
okay, but yeah, don't get me wrong. The defense wins in them games, but
I mean, yeah, he was slinging that ball.
hey, he got him there.
I'm not doubting that.
They needed every week.
I'm not doubting that, but at the same time, what did Flacco do in the playoffs?
Oh no! Oh yeah, 100% correct. 100% correct. Joe Flacco did not show up in the playoffs, especially on the last game. It was just a fucking terrible last way for him to go out. But no one expected the Browns to get there anyway with their offense. Everyone was just purely riding on Browns defense, and Browns made it second round of the playoffs purely off of defense. I mean, I would say one of the worst offenses in the league.
I'm just saying that's the standard. They're like, okay, we sniffed it. We sniffed it, and we ain't even believe we could do it. So now they're definitely going into the next year saying, okay, we right there with the Ravens. Okay, we right there with the Chiefs. We need these extra players on our extra pieces to the puzzle.
No, I'm going to say that's 100% correct. I mean, right now, I feel like Browns will need some wide receivers. What else they need? Give him a defensive tackle. I mean, even this draft isn't saying give him a quarterback. I don't even say give him a quarterback. And they've proven at this point that no matter what backup they put in, they're still going to make it work somehow. Who's their running back?
For
the Browns?
Who got hurt? He just came off the surgery.
Nick Chubb?
Yeah, Chubb. Yeah, ACL. Was it ACL or something?
They also had Kareem Hunt. They got a bunch of.
I forgot they also had the Kareem Hunt.
And but Kareem, he ain't do shit. That was just okay, get some depth.
I mean, yeah.
And he knows the playbook.
Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford has been playing well.
He played okay too. I'm not gonna say he played well.
He
played okay for the position that he was given.
He came in third string. At the start of the year, he was third string behind Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, but when you're in a system that running has been a staple for years, it's hard for me to say that a third string is just playing well. He's playing with it.
They definitely have built around Nick Chubb as well, which is, smart. Nick Chubb was a fucking beast when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bengals be interesting too this next year. Because really, they just had a bunch of. I don't know. This last year was just. I feel like there's so many injuries to where it really to that didn't make the playoffs. It was such a good competition this last year, if we're to be honest.
This next year should be insane if we're thinking about it. Like the Colts with Richardson, see how that works out. They were a playoff team. Dolphins are always going to be interesting. The Bills.
This year the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully he'll get hurt after 3 plays.
Packers are on everybody's radar.
Yep.
Lions are stamped now.
And Jacksonville's not terrible either.
49ers going to be having tears in their eye all season. But I don't think they get back, but that's hard. That's 2 times they went there and lost to Mahomes. That's hard. There's no way they go back.
You don't think they go back?
No. They got the team to. I just don't think they do it. Like the mental attack that they just had.
I'll be honest. After watching that Super Bowl, I feel like their offensive line just got exposed. Chris Jones just had.
Oh yeah, Trent Williams got lit up.
Yeah.
So I feel like if 49ers, the thing is 49ers are over cap size right now, so it's not like they can make any huge adjustments by any means. But if they could, Brock Purdy's proven that if he has time in the pocket that he can make it effective. He didn't have time in the pocket during the Super Bowl. You call him assistant quarterback all you want, but you get Brock Purdy 3 seconds.
I'll give Brock Purdy the nod that he is a great quarterback, but he's not elite.
Yeah. I won't say that he's top 5. I won't say that. But I would say you give him 3 seconds, you give Patrick Mahomes 3 seconds, they're both going to make nearly as effective as plays. Patrick Mahomes is just so great because he can, in the split second, make any adjustment whatsoever. Whereas Brock Purdy can't do that.
No, you give Brock Purdy 3 seconds, he's just throwing a check down to Debo McCaffrey.
And it works.
Because if you look at the Super Bowl and the playoff run, how many times did Ayuk was open and he ain't hit him? Ayuk should have had damn near as many yards as AJ.
Well, yeah, but the problem was Ayuk was lined up on the right-hand side every single time. With Chris Jones on the left where he was, Chris Jones was blocking that entire 90-degree field of view, I feel like 80% of the game.
Okay, that's a good point for the Super Bowl. Now let's go to the previous games in the playoffs where Brock Purdy still missed Ayuk.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, like you said, Brock Purdy's not an elite quarterback. I would not call him top 5. But if he has time, he's fucking effective. I mean, he's getting the job done.
With that talent, yeah.
Who is elite? I say there might be only 2 or 3: Patrick and Lamar.
Josh Allen.
I can't do it.
Josh Allen played great
this
year in the playoffs.
I hate how many huge mistakes Josh Allen makes. Don't get me wrong, Josh Allen's a fucking baller. But I mean, I can't name a quarterback who makes more critical mistakes at just the worst fucking times.
Dak Prescott, probably.
See, but I don't know if I'd even give Dak Prescott the quality of skill that Josh Allen has. I mean, Josh Allen has the skill set.
Yeah.
It's just mental errors that
Justin Herbert has the skill set. We were calling Justin Herbert the best technical thrower like 2 years ago ever.
Yeah,
like that boy was slinging that shit.
Joe Burrow's elite.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's elite. He just gets injured. Okay, I'll do that. Joe Burrow, Lamar, and Patrick.
I mean, has Joe Burrow been injured besides this last year?
Yeah, I won't even consider Lamar in that category right now.
Really?
Because he hasn't proved
No, stop.
He hasn't proved it.
MVP.
He hasn't proved it. He hasn't proved it in the playoffs when it matters the most against a good team.
It doesn't matter.
He hasn't beat Burrow, Mahomes.
He has a point. He has a point. Don't get me wrong. I mean, in the regular season, Lamar Jackson is I would.
Well, so is Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott might be the best quarterback in the league in the regular season.
But I mean, Lamar Jackson just can't seem to get the results done in the playoffs.
Was that first run? No, that first playoff run wasn't his fault. He got hurt, right?
That's what I'm saying.
He lost, and then he got hurt the second one, and then that's what it was. I don't know. I'm putting Lamar elite. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I mean, I'm putting elite in the AFC. I mean, I'd put Josh Allen there, but Joe Burrow, he's the only person that's beat Mahomes in the playoffs. I mean, outside of Brady.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it out, I think only Patrick Mahomes right now could be put in the elite category. And by elite,
I would take that. I would take that.
Very few mistakes at any point of time. Mm-hmm. Very few mental errors. Very few.
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
See, Aaron Rodgers is old.
Nope.
He's still the GOAT, though. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he can throw the ball. But
what did he do against the 49ers, though? MVP year. What did he do against the Niners?
Yeah. And I just want to talk
about that game pissed me off. I'm over here like, okay, A-Rod A-Rod. Oh yeah, this is his year, and he goes up there and stinks it in his own home.
Yeah.
Like I got love for Aaron Rodgers, but that loss right there, that's always gonna be the one I'm pointing to.
All right, we'll just say for 2023 season, then I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes is the only elite quarterback for that.
I'll live with that. If Patrick Mahomes is the only one in the elite category, I can live with that.
Hold on. So are we saying, based off that, is Brady and Mahomes the only 2 elite quarterbacks in the last 20 years?
No.
Wait.
I mean, because in the last 20 years, we've had Brett Favre, we've had Peyton Manning.
Can't say Peyton. What did Peyton do? He kept losing the regular season first. He literally got torched for that.
I would argue his teams were some of the worst that have won the Super Bowl.
And and what did he do with the Broncos? The Broncos defense carried him to the Super Bowl, not him.
That was for Super Bowl 50. Which one did Broncos win? His last ever. Whichever. Yeah, I'm not going to count his last year. Whatever Peyton Manning's last year was, I'm not going to count that. The one that he actually won the Super Bowl. He retired after they won that Super Bowl, but I'm not going to count that Super Bowl for his overall elite status.
I'm a word better. Peyton Manning has elite IQ, is an elite quarterback mind. Elite quarterback, though? That's just Brady.
So
we all know. I would say. Yeah, Brady Mahomes. That's about it.
Big Ben.
Go ahead.
I'll give credit to Big Ben to where I'm going to say just like how his teams have never been top tier, and Big Ben was always in the talks.
I would say Drew Brees is borderline just because of the stats he put up. Like some of the records aren't getting caught.
Actually, I'd put Drew Brees in there.
Drew Brees is
Good
crazy.
one there. Drew Brees. I mean, he beat Peyton Manning. I mean,
yeah. And he did it with like Marcus Colson, Darren Sproles, Reggie Bush,
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham
was dog though.
Dog.
Is that a fucking mosquito? What the fuck?
Oh, they back, boys. Springtime now.
Shit, my windows stay open.
We're really not going to say Peyton Manning's elite.
Me personally, I'd leave him out.
Really?
Yeah. Because you got to compare it. What did Brady and Mahomes do in the first 6 years? They won Super Bowls. Peyton Manning was putting up historic seasons, couldn't get shit done in the playoffs. Until that Super Bowl, yeah. But
I mean, he's the only quarterback who's brought the two different teams to the Super Bowl twice. Colts and Broncos.
You said the only one to do what?
Only quarterback to bring two different teams to the Super Bowl twice. Which, don't get me wrong, Tom Brady would have done it if he would have stayed at the Bucs.
I was gonna say Brady definitely would have done that.
But
I guess we could say about Patrick. You put Patrick on a lot of teams, what happens? Bowl.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cut down on Patrick either. Aaron Rodgers, I would say, is one of the elites. I mean, I would say prime Green Bay Aaron Rodgers was one of the elites. And right now we're just talking about purely passes. I mean, if we're talking about running quarterbacks, you can't leave Cam Newton out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking last 20 years, Michael Vick was the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta leave Aaron out of there too. I just got to. The word elite, it's just it means too much to me. I gotta leave Aaron out. I will say though, I did see something that like Eagles have like the most black quarterback starts of all time.
Mm-hmm.
We go down Cunningham, McNabb, Vick, Vince Young for a little bit. What was that? Vince Young was only like 4 or 5 games or something like that. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, what else I got? You got anything else?
I got nothing left on my checklist.
Shout out to springtime, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Weather's warming up.
Shout out to Austin, Texas. Beautiful city.
Jerry coming soon.
Austin, baby.
Sir.
All right, boys. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh, yeah. Another good night at the office.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Which y'all
We're
want to
doing
come back in another week or two?
Sounds good to me.
Works today.
Oh, yep. All right, we're going to clock out of here.